Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be scrapbooking my second grand in Gramma sink, and even though the pictures don't show anything, I'm just not going to use them because she was like 6 when she did these, and I don't know if she'd be happy if I showed her, so I'm just not going to. So I'm just going to use these while I'm doing the layout. And I've got this removable tape, and hopefully it works long enough to hold them here. Okay. Oh, so I'm using my Collection Obsession, and everybody else that is playing this will be listed down below. And I'm using Mintay's Homemade. And when I had actually pulled out a couple other things, and it's like, no, I really don't want it. I really had another plan for, you know, I wanted to use something else for those. So anyhow, I thought, so I'm like looking through stuff, and it's like, oh, these would be perfect on there. So that's what I'm going to use. And I'm actually going to line it up and everything, just like it's going to stay here, even though they're not. Okay, because these are actually the exact same measurements. Okay, so I want the book to show, the little cabinet underneath, and actually I have a little window seat that it kind of looks like this, but mine is white. And I do not have a shelf above or in front of my window, but that would be fun. Oh, and this is not sticking at all, but let's see if I can just kind of get it to stick long enough. Maybe I just didn't push it down far enough for a removable. I don't know. I'm not used to using removable, so. Okay, just stay there for a few minutes. Yeah, I thought I hate to get a message from her. Go, Grandma, I don't like you anymore. You showed those pictures of me and the towel. Okay, and I'm actually going to pull it down just a little bit more. So I'm going to have it just underneath the shelf. So these two might be just a hair bigger. Okay. But I do, because I'm going to glue the other things down, so I do want it in the right place. Okay, so this just needs to be over here a hair. That should be perfect. Oh, guess what? That will never stick if the tape's on the top. You can tell this is not something I do. Okay, so. Well, that's going to be close. Now, so I'm thinking this is kind of like when people do the, what is it? The base pages. Except for I already know what's going on it. And this is being uncooperative. Okay, I'm going to try to tape it just a little bit more. Okay. Because I want to glue the other things down, so I don't want this popping up. But guess what? It's still not. I don't know if it's the tape or if it doesn't like Mintay papers as much as me. Okay, so I'm just gonna measure this real quick again. As long as it's pretty close, it's probably fine. Oh, now it's stuck. Okay. Okay, let me try it again with this one. I hope this doesn't end up being the longest video ever made just because I want to stick down pictures. Okay, it's probably a little low, but that's okay. And I'm going to replace this flower since you can't really see that. And do I want to just tape it? We'll just tape it, just because that way I could pull it up if I needed to. And I'm going to put it in the same direction, so it'll be overlapping the picture a little. And then I have, it looks like a slice of a wood. slice of a wood circle. I don't know what you call them. I used to buy them though and make macrame hangers, and then I used one as a hanging table because that was so cool back in the 70s. Okay, and then I have this floral, and I was actually going to overlap this too, but I thought no, I actually like it over here a little bit. You can kind of see these flowers that poke underneath it and just looks like part of it, so I like that. And then I'm going to put this little, since she's actually in the kitchen just like the other kids that I scrapbooked, since they're actually in the kitchen, I'm doing it to look like a kitchen. I'm going to slide this over a little bit, and I'm actually putting it over the one that's back there, but and it's facing the opposite way, but that's okay. It's just going to be the opposite way. I don't think anybody will notice it, but the only one knows is you guys and me, because you're watching right now. Okay, I've got to move my letters here. Okay, and one of my letters is sticking. Whoops. And I think there's actually, yes there is, except for, it just about fell off. That stuff is so dried up. Okay, I'm gonna try taping them just because of not, you know, having my right pictures on here, just in case there's a little bit off. So if I made this the right height and everything, so as long as it actually is in the right place, I already know it's not, because this has to be right up against that to be in the right spot, and of course it is not. Now I'm gonna have to just measure it a little bit again. Okay, so it needs to come over just a little bit because my letters depend on where this is positioned. Okay, so that should be right there. Okay, maybe I'll put up just a hair just in case. And just one side, yep, this looks like top to me. So I'm gonna rest it on the windowsill or on the window ledge or whatever that would be. And boy, sometimes I think I've actually taped over, you know, the backing if I couldn't get it off. I'm thinking, I bet you those things fell off in my album. Now that I see how that was coming right off. Okay, I'm going to put these right up next to each other because I'm actually going to put the word Gramma right over top of it. I did this in, I think it was in like Cozy Ears when I did, oh, I forgot to take off my thing here. Cozy Ears when I did Ashton's layout. And I love the little letters on top of the big letters. And I'll tell you, I had a hard time finding letters that would actually work, or, you know, the right color and enough A's, enough N's, enough S's. So this worked out perfectly because it's like I only needed one S per group. So that was helpful. And there's not, besides the letters, there is really not too much to this layout, but I really love how it looks with her photos, and I think she'll like it. But I just don't know if she'd like it to be viewed by everybody now that she's 14. Okay, so I'm gonna have that there. And it's got one little spot here. Do I get an eraser on this table? No, not that I can see. but it looks like it's gonna come right off, so I think a little eraser should do it. Otherwise I'll put a little pink ink on it. Okay, and then because Gramma's gonna hang off the edge here, I have this super skinny tape that I bought off Amazon, and I'll link it down below. I've seen people use it before, and so I just went searching for it, and I thought that would be really nice to have, and today I think is the first day I've used it. Okay, because I'm gonna hang off the edge here, so this way I was able to kind of curve it around the G, and it's just gonna hang on the very edge of that sink. And I guess I'm just gonna tape it because that should be its spot. Okay. So I'm just gonna, oh, I opened up my filler glue. So it's got a really big nozzle, which I'm not used to. So I have to be very careful. And I'll open up the other one later. I don't think I'm even getting glue. Nope. Okay, let me move that. Yeah, see, I usually use this, but I was refilling my glues, so it ended up here. So, and I'm gonna put glue right on top of that foam because I was messing with it when I was adjusting it, so I don't know how good it's on there. And normally I would just, you know, pause this and put this on, but I thought somebody might want to see this, so I'm gonna put it right in the middle of, I'm gonna put Gramma right in the middle of the sink. And I kind of figured out, you know, which ones will, well, I planned for which ones will hang off the edge. I should be using my tweezers for this. But I feel like I'm on a roll, so I can't quit. Okay. And these are called fabric thickers, but they're burlap. And the first set, I think I bought them from Not Just for Boys Kit Club, and, or not from, well, I didn't have the kit club, but I just bought it a la carte. And then I think I got the next ones like off, oh, cherry on top. Okay, so the A, I put another one of those foam strips because the edge is gonna hang off. Now I might need the tweezers. So they're, you know, they're touching or almost touching, pretty much. And then I have an apostrophe, and I put foam on that because now everything has to be taller because of these letters. So I got a little strip behind that too. And then the S has a strip on it. And now the S was kind of hard to curve, so I did most of it, I just cut off, but there was one part that curved quite well when I first did it, so I just left it. Okay, so now all these are the same height. So that worked really good. Okay, and so I think I have everything on here that I plan on putting on here except for the enamel dots. And I am using the ones that I didn't use the other day. I'm going to use these ones that are more like the same color because this time I don't have so much of that same color around like the last time it had that eyelet. So I'm going to go ahead and use these ones. And now I did not cluster anything in here because I didn't have anything that matches, and I love this the way it is. So I didn't want to change that because Tegan is the granddaughter that wants to be an artist, but now she wants to be a doctor. So, but she wanted to be an artist. So, and she still does artsy things, of course. Like many people, they do have 2 jobs. Let's see, I think I'm going to stick that right up in here. Okay. And then I am going to stick one over here. And I love these little pots. I wish I'd had more of those in there. One says Faith. I forget what the other one said underneath here. But I would have liked to have had some of those in the whole mix of things. Put some up in here, or maybe up in this spot. Maybe I'll take one right here by that rose. Oops. Okay, I got a piece dangling from my fingernail. Oh, I maybe shouldn't have it that close, just in case I do overlap there, but I don't think it will. So I think that's it. If I decide once I put the pictures on here it needs a few up there, I'll do that, but kind of was doing in my little clustery areas. So that's it for today. I'll have close-ups at the end, and maybe I'll put the one in and just cover her up on the other ones, but that's it for today. Have a wonderful day, and remember to check out the other girls that are playing Collection Obsession, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.